All right, we're gonna get into number 11, Cedric Tillman. Looks like he's a volunteer. Coach Steve has him eighth. Coach Don outside top 10. So as Dan, 5 seasons, he has 109 receptions, 1,622 yards, 17 touchdowns. 2022, 37 receptions, 417 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 4.54 40. Coach Steve, what's good with Cedric?
Yeah, so I completely understand why people might not have him in the top 10, top 12, top 15, whatever it may be to some people. I mean, obviously, looking at his stats and what he showed this year wasn't super great on film, and is definitely slightly concerning. But, what I went back and looked at his 21 season when he had over 1,000 yards, first time in like 8 years that a Tennessee Volunteer actually had 1,000-yard season as a wide receiver. Looking at the games in 2021, you look at games he played Alabama and Georgia, and he combined for almost 400 yards, 17 receptions, and 2 touchdowns, and against two very, for the most part, dominant defenses over the last decade. And something like that, seeing a wide receiver that can kind of dominate against the best of the best, shows that there's some talent there that's being missed. That obviously right now, what he showed us in 22 isn't that great. But I think it's still there, and I just think he needs to be coached up correctly. He has the ball skills. He has the speed. He has the strong hands to really make it to the next level. It's just that he needs to be kind of coached up a little bit and kind of get back to that form there. There's obviously things that were missing in his game this year that you don't want to see. And like I said, I think he has the talent. That's kind of why I have him at 8. He's kind of in that low round where I think if he gets to the right team, he could really make an impact at the next level.
Yeah, I mean, I like Cedric Tillman. I mean, he has another great skill set that you can't teach, which is size. In a draft full of small wide receivers, it's nice that he's, probably one of the bigger guys. So for sure, I love that about him. It depends on like what your team you're looking for and things like that. He had good release, good speed for a big guy. The only thing that I have question marks on is, 5 years and you don't have outlandish production. To me, it's like, okay, like you're probably good, you're probably really good, and for sure Tennessee ran I'm not gonna say a simple offense, but they didn't ask him to do a lot. They asked him to do a few things, and he was good at those few things. So I just don't know how that develops into the NFL. If someone likes, again, like those big plays, those deep 50-50 balls, Mike Williams-esque, and just wants to lean into that for him, then yeah, maybe he could certainly pan out and be great. He's got the body for it. I just think there's more complete wide receivers in this class.
Yeah, I don't have him like super low. He's my wide receiver at 13, so not like crazy difference outside my top 10. But I have to agree with a lot of what Coach John said. In 5 years, he only has 167 career targets. It's not a lot of I know his I guess that'd be his junior year, technically, the 2021 season. He had a great year. But then what happened to the other 4 seasons? It's just, I don't know, it's concerning when you look at his body of work overall. And then like John alluded to, the Tennessee offense is interesting. It's not something that you're going to be able to duplicate at the NFL level. So we're going to bring this up with another player we'll talk about. And then if we were talking quarterbacks, I'd be saying the same thing about Hendon Hooker. But from a lot of what I hear in the scouting community is that evaluators have kind of like caution when looking at any of the Tennessee offensive players in this past season, just because the offense was just so unique and so little of it applies to the game at the professional level. So I don't hate Tillman as a prospect. I wish I saw more production out of his 5 years and a more complete resume, like Coach John said.
It's funny you say that because like I guess the scouts and everyone saying like they're kind of like scared of the Tennessee prospects with their offense. It kind of reminds me of like Texas Tech back in the day before like everyone went like 4 wide receiver.
Yeah, the air raid stuff with Kingsbury when he was still coaching at the college level.
Whatever.
But hey,
you look at the quarterbacks. His quarterback the first 3 years never threw more than 2,100 passing yards. And then Hayden Hooker comes in, and then he just blows up. Then I mean, it could be the quarterback. Yeah, it could be obviously the offensive scheme, of course, but maybe it's.
It also is concerning that if you take away 2021, he's only played in 11 career games through 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm not hating. I'm just